Welcome to the Out There channel. Live stream 444. Yeah, let's see how this goes. Fun.
Hiding, I'm searching, I'm loving, I'm finding love, I'm hiding, I'm searching,
Who's up there?
I'm loving, I'm finding love.
Dark side. Dark side of ufology.
I'm searching, I'm loving.
We're searching for answers. We want disclosure. The only way we're going to get that is do it ourselves with cameras. Hello, good to be back. Trying an early morning. About now, Google reckons most of my followers are on. So let's see what happens. I don't trust their stats at all. So we're back at the desktop. Just check something. CPU's not too bad. Let's kick up the CPU. Good to be back. Looking good. Still might have to lower the bit rate sometime. So we had a couple show up. Just get rid of the echo. That's better. Hello. Anyone out there? So welcome to the OT channel live stream 444. That's got to be a lucky number, surely. 444. That's not a 333, and it's not a 666. So yeah, continue. And the best UFOs chat. As you saw, we got a start on it. Learning that text editor, the open source one. I think they do offer advanced features if you pay, you know, but that's probably okay. Unless we come across something better, you know. I think there's some more garbage put out. Whether I do that today, I don't know. We might do some at the end. I'll just say etc. There we go. So yeah, what's the time in America right now? Where's my time chart? Okay, it's in the afternoon. I suppose around about now, some people come home. And of course, this would be a good time for UK, 9:30 p.m. So whether a lot of my users are actually from UK, I don't know. Australia, they're either up late or early morning people. Yep, really good. I wonder if the core bell one works. Probably need to update it for the links. So yeah, just was it not minimizing? So yeah, the donations hasn't gone up since last time, and I suppose we better type that up too. If you go to my website and if you want to be a member and bypass YouTube, subscribe star is the way to do it. Or you can put a couple bucks on each. You could become a member and get access to the extra emojis on Super Chat. Or you can put a couple bucks here on Subscribe Star. It's a bit of a mouthful, really. Which is the same as Patreon. So I'll just post it up there. But you also got tips. This has actually got tips. Unfortunately, it doesn't do the dancing alien. For some reason, OBS haven't linked in. They're very selective who they link in. I bet they only link in people that give them some sort of handout, some backhand. It's always about money, isn't it? Really, then just allowing you to add everything you want that you use. That's why I don't like using third party. That's why I write my own little script down here to do things. So I'll just post that up while we wait for people. Please sub and tip. Here are all the key links. And I'll just pin that. Okay. Should be updating. There we go. Okay. What's going on? I'll just make sure. It's snuck in some background things going. Okay, so it should speed it up a bit. That should be at the front. Yeah, so cool. Let's see if that still works.
Hey UFO peeps, this is Corbell, the greatest UFO filmmaker. Hey UFO peeps, this is Corbell, the greatest UFO filmmaker of all time. Since filming with Bob Lazar, I have had to change my identity to Jimmy L. Dummo. You can call me Dumb for short. I did this super great movie called The Skinwalker. But really it was 99% Nap's work repackage. Hey. Anyhow, I just have to shameless plug the best UFO channel on the web, the Out There channel, so show him some support. Just simply giving a thumbs up for a like on today's show helps a lot in posting comments on videos and watching some of the older videos. And if you're loaded with cash and like to help cover costs and buy new gear to keep the channel going, I show you how to find the links now. Visit his About tab. There you can find his direct PayPal for one-off payments or his Patreon to be a monthly supporter from as low as $1. And if you like his cool logos and funny artwork on a tee or hoodie, there's a merch link. I love that back graphic for Black Ops logo, recently added. Also watch out to moderator in the side chat will post some quick links for you and other useful stuff from time to time during the live events. See ya later, UFO and alien fans. Dumpty do dumpty
Jerry, how's it
pay.
going? Dumpty doo, dumpty pay. That's a little funny clip I did to promote the channel. Sounds very much like Corbell though. That was one of the voices that you could get, computer generated voices. So yeah, shame we can't do it in real time. Yeah, I've still yet to make a Corbell character, avatar. So it's just going through the merch store. That's been changed, obviously. It's a bit old now. But yeah, the link's on the top link there. If you've gone there and looked, we got some more improvements to the logo coming. I think Plex is still working on the back logo, and we're making the writing go all the same direction. And I think it might be on here at some stage. No, there you go, the back logo. So we're making some improvements to that so the writing is not upside down when it goes around the circle. So, and make it centralized and a bit sharper as well. Some of the graphic around the outside. I've got lots of t-shirts of my own merch on it in the cupboard, and I've had it for 5 years now. Really good quality, and if you hand wash them in a bucket or whatever, they'll last forever. If you stick it in a washing machine and bash it around, obviously the logos are going to look a bit worse for wear, but yeah. So yeah, I haven't played these ones for a while, haven't I? Alien, what was that one again? Scary. So we only got one person join us. Welcome. Okay, let's just do one more. Looks like it's working quite good. There was a recent Bigfoot video out, so that kind of reminds me of it. Yeah, that's meant to be a Yeti, not a Bigfoot though. Yeah, so if anyone wants to do some graphic animations like that, I can convert it into my system here. We could probably write better music than that now. Cat lasers. And because we've got the classic cow abduction one, some of the newcomers here probably haven't seen them all. And then we got the stamps when we do debunks, but I forget to use them. Layer. We can stamp it over their faces. And I don't really get many trolls anymore. But we did do this one for security trolls. None of them are too brave to show up and say how great he is.
And I am dumb, and I am dumb, and I am dumb,
Teen Troll. Remember he talks about...
and I am dumb.
He talks about he's a Somna team,
and
or
I work as an
army.
astronomer and a scientist for a government agency. That is all that I can say at this time.
Yes, my name is Ken, and I work as an astronomer and a scientist for a government agency. That is all that I can say at this time.
My name is Dr. Eric Norton, and I have worked as an outside consultant for the NSA and NASA for going on 12 years now.
Liar,
My name is Dr. Eric Norton, and I have worked as an outside consultant for the NSA and NASA for going on 12 years now.
The date is June 29th, 2008, 6:32 p.m. I'm creating this message to let...
The date is June 29th, 2008, 6:32 p.m. I'm creating this message to let...
Yes, my name is Ken.
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 Yes, my name is Ken. Ken.
Disinformation artist, disinformation artist.
So yeah, I haven't had to use that yet. But it gives you plenty of time to talk in the side chat while it's running. So yeah, I suppose we should carry on, but still waiting for that interview to show up on the radio. They said it was going to be running on bumper all this week, and I haven't heard or seen anything still. So yeah, it talks about Tyler, and it talks about what I think are the best UFO cases, which is something we're going to do here today as well. So yeah. But it's hard to believe that that guy's back, and he's got this super flash computer. It's probably 100 times faster than my one here. It's probably got 32 cores. So how many cores do they have now on those gaming desktops? 32 would be like the standard now. And here I am, and with well, is it 32 solid cores in those with threads? I don't know. No, that would be super fast, wouldn't it? I have to have, it would have to be 16 cores and 16 threads, wouldn't it? The maximum at the moment. You don't know what improvements they're doing, do you? I know there's a shortage because of C19, right? So they might not be developing stuff. But I see Google's bringing in their own chips. I'm not sure if you heard about it, but they're bringing in their own chips for smartphones of all things. Bit scary what backdoors could be in that lot. But they said it's all designed by artificial intelligence. So they obviously tell it how certain parts work, and then it figures it all out, and it moves it around the circuit board to be the best places in the circuit board to take up less space and better reception and all that sort of stuff. It's interesting days ahead. Jerry Lights. Wonder where Jerry Dark is. Anyway, it looks like it's just us two. So maybe not people home from work yet, I don't know. But anyway, I was redoing this list here. Although sometimes when you redo it, it gets a wee bit better. We sort of scaled it down. And we need to add pictures in and add more cases to it. So probably best to add cases to it and then add the pictures to it maybe. So yeah, it should now save it as a rich text format because it's got it embedded in the header. I suppose what you can do is you can actually check that by going open with Notepad. Let's see. I'll probably say it's locked or something, will it? Not responded. Oh yeah, Here it comes. And you can see it's got all this rich text format in it. It's kind of like a little script language. So obviously it could work on any computer then, couldn't it? So we're using this free text maker. Although I think it's got some paid options. But we don't need them. So we have to think of all the cases out there which we believe are really good ones. So let's see if we can scale this up a bit. Down to there will do. So I should better zoom in. Felix Lights, Kokora Lights. So we got it in columns. UFOs with the best hidden info and media, and of course I put patient 15 with all that footage with the magnetic plastic, which is smoking gun evidence, better than anything on TTSA. The only time we heard about it was a presentation from Dr. Lear about taking out the implants and the other strange things. So that case is obviously ongoing and open and hasn't been released fully. That's how they say it anyway. And then you got Bud Hopkins, abduction gone wrong case. Of course I don't know what the number is or what the name is. UFO cuts off nose of missile. Now I was trying to find out who that guy was, but couldn't find out still, because I hadn't had time really. Did that scale up as well? I think that scaled up, didn't it? So that's the problem with my mouse. It doesn't matter if it does, as long as it fits on. It's a pain in the bum. So next one was UFOs with best videos, one witness. Well, so far the only one I can think of is Mojo's one. And it's a bit unfortunate there's not multiple witnesses, because that would make it an even more solid case of seeing aliens at the cockpit of the UFO he was filming. And this one here, let me just check the audio. Yeah, that's looking good. Next one was UFOs with best photos. I know. Yep, best photos, one witness. Don't think I've got anything on that one yet. UFOs with many witnesses, no media. In other words, no video. Obviously it's going to be a few of those. The aerial school was one. They could draw pictures though. I had a picture there, but obviously I'm going to have to re-find that one. Phoenix Lights was another one. We didn't get a video of the UFO, but we got video of the cover-up. But we could put a picture there of the cover-up of the flares drop. So the real UFO happened around about 8:30, was it? And then they covered it up with flares drop. They're saying there was exercise at the time, which is really strange. About that 10 o'clock, 2 hours later. So anyone that's got snaps of lights in the sky around about 10 o'clock, you know they've got the fake stuff, not the big flying wing, which we believe is one of these stealth blimps that we talked about. Was it last couple of live streams back now? It seems time flies by. And we got the 1952 UFO wave. Again, there was no footage, but there was some fake photographs done by a newspaper. So if you type in 1952 which was after the Roswell incident. And no one's explained it, have they? Was it like a show of force from the aliens saying, give back our companions? Kind of would suggest it, wouldn't it? UFO wave. It's got radar hits, and a lot of people saw the UFOs. So, and if it's anything like the picture, as they claim, then that would have been amazing. So you've probably seen these ones with the capital. These ones here. I'll see if I can get a better one. So we probably this one here, used on a lot of documentaries. That's just the lights reflecting off the lamps here at the front of the building, and that's what you call lens flare. And of course that's what everybody thinks is genuine photograph. And then some smart-ass TV producer, FX, decided to make an animation version for the documentary, and people started cutting that out and saying that's the evidence when it's actually a recreation. 1952. So we probably could save that while we got it up and plug it into the text editor. They're going to have all different names, aren't they? This is what we found. Instead of having decent names. JPEG. It's a very small font, as you can see. (1952) UAPs. So if you want to include any on the charts, and because I'm probably going to forget a few, there's Pascagoula to add yet. There's a whole heap. The UK one, Rediston Forest one. So yes, it's just a matter of remembering all, because people say there's not really any good evidence for UFOs, but there's actually quite a lot that have eyewitnesses, and some images, and some video. So yeah, abduction accounts with multiple witnesses as well. There's probably a load of those that we don't even know about, of course, because they're scared to have their private information out. Even so, the shame it's not like a public registry where people do get it put up there, but their private information is removed, and it could just be a case number or something. Then everybody in the world would benefit from that that's into UFO research, right? Us guys are overseas, but no, it's all about book writing now, isn't it? I'll just go back one. So this is for the fun bit. There wasn't no way to make that easy to paste in. It doesn't automatically size it for the cells, which is kind of stupid. Now, I don't know if there's an option for it, but there was a very limited number of options. But we'll get there. That's why I probably should leave the pictures to last. And you can see it's pretty small. And then we can save it, hopefully. And it should create a backup. Let's just check it, see if it's doing it correctly. And we don't have to want to recreate it all again. Now there you go, it's made a backup. Cool. So Pascagoula is probably one of the best. 2 witnesses, so I guess it comes under 2 witnesses. Actually, it's actually 3 apparently now. No, 4. A man and a woman apparently were across the other side and didn't even realise it was a UFO. Apparently, have come forward. So, so yeah, I was reading out the titles too, weren't I? UFOs with best videos, many witnesses, and so far that's the limits. I need to change the font sometime, don't I? I suppose it doesn't matter. Kokora lights. There was a lot of footage taken then. And is that all we got so far? Yeah. It's hard to think of cases that got really good footage. So we need to find some information on that one. And next one was UFOs with best photos, many witnesses. And that was so far the Calvine UK one, which is what got Nick Pope excited. Which could be one of these stealth blips that come down for some reason due to a problem. Maybe it got a leak. And then we got the Battle of Los Angeles. It had many witnesses. And we just got like 1 photo, or was it a few photos from the newspaper? That's about all we got. And that's it for that column so far. UFO cases probably faked. I should also put misidentified, so we can not just keep it in the same column. Save some space. Misidentified. And so far we got the Travis Walton case, which is possibly faked. That's looking more that way. I was always a bit suspect on it and how it could have been done. So that one can stay there for the time being, and maybe eventually I'll go over to this side here. Now these other ones, I've all done analysis on them. And I was a bit shocked to find that some of them were faked. The Turkey Aliens from Dr. Lear. Skinny Bob. Puppeteer / guys in suits as well, I think. Combination of things. CGI. It was split up. The video was split up into 7 parts. And made into 4 videos, I think it was. And there was various errors in the various parts. And some woman come forward and admitted that she paid quite a big sum of money to have it made. And we got famous Billy Meyer there, and we got Adamski models, proven models, and we got the Trent one, which I analysed. 2 things. What's that one? We missed that one over there. What was that one? Westall School, Australia. Yep, that was a good one. So, we've probably got one in UK school one. What was that one called? Where's Robert when you need him? So yeah, we got to... It's quite funny to see people drop off as soon as you start talking about these faked ones, because they've got it stuck in their head, right? This is how you can't be a UFO person if you get all upset about cases being faked and proven faked. I don't make these claims very lightly when stuff is faked, but it's fairly obvious when you start breaking it down. So misidentified. There was another one I was going to put in there. Can't think of what it was now. And of course we got this column at the last one. Roswell. There's some UFO cases that are messy, no solid evidence or media. So all we've got is retractions from the army and newspaper articles, eyewitness accounts, and then we got a lot of fakers in it as well, and claims being made which don't seem to add up. So Roswell one, we could find an image for that one. So Roswell one to me is not a perfect case by all means, but it can be there at the top there on that column until someone leaks out some photographs or something. You could say that the autopsy video was the leak, but we know that's a fake as well. Yeah, that one probably be good. That one pretty much sums it up for me for the case. That one there. Are you kidding me? So, the latest theories have been that there was 2 crash sites. There was a big storm that particular night, and it's possible lightning caused something to happen with the UFO accidentally ploughing into one of these mogul balloons which they had flying around at the time. And then that crashed to the ground. There was a TV show that analysed the location, and they did some soil analysis and determined that the soil actually did contain the right materials for the balloon, and they could actually map it out from the samples, the shape of it, and he said it was the typical balloon shape when it comes down and crashes to the ground. So that debris probably could have been Project Mogul, whatever it's called, Mogul. And that UFO, we have the stories of the UFO ploughing into the side of a small hill in the desert with alien bodies in and out. And that's the second crash sites, and we get some eyewitness cases that come forward where the dad was telling the story and all that sort of stuff. So we never know what the real story is there. We just know something happened and it's still being covered up, even though they say they've released all the information. Then why have we got so much other stuff that sort of contradicts it? Let's save that one. So much for this being my peak time for people to visit and join on the side chat. I didn't think it would be true, but I have to give it a try. Maybe in the weekends, maybe. Download. No, we don't like those stupid names, Google. Roswell. Of course, I'm going to have a problem remembering all the cases. We did do quite a few over the years, and most of them were multiple witnesses. Okay, it's not looking too bad. Of course, I need to put little blurbs where I think they fit into those slots, because at the moment I'm just talking about it. And of course we were talking about Fatima as well, so I decided to put that into the messy slots, because there's no really solid proof as I could see. There's like a blurry photo or something which kind of looked like a sundog or a bird in the sky. I suppose we can put a picture there. My mouse is playing up, is it? Yep. Dang it. That's right. Okay, Fatima claimed to talk to the Virgin Mary. And the sun did something crazy that day, which sounds very like crazy UFOs in the sky, or some ice crystals in the sky, and just the right weather conditions. But yeah, the good story writers anyway, if that's the case, because they got the whole people believing them. Okay, Fatima, let's try UFO. I think there's one crazy looking picture. Miracle of the Sun, they call it. Was it the sun or was it UFO? We're seeing that some crazy weather patterns in before, right? You got the sundog effect. You got vertical pillars, you know. In broad daylight, yes, it still happens in broad daylight. So I'm just thinking it's more likely to be something like this, where people are pre-internet, right, and probably less science books and probably more religion books, and that's what's the problem. So you got the old sundog, which happens also in daytime. So it could have been something crazy like that. Another one. It could have been a sub-sun. Crazy. Let's smack it around. Let's just reduce it. Now there's a sub-sun. There's all sorts of different names for these things. There's a sub-sun where it kind of looks like an angel. This is my feeling. Maybe they saw something like this, but normally it's only seen high altitudes, I think. And normally it appears below where the sun is. And it looks like a little dancing pillar of light following the plane. What else is out there? There's pillars. Nice light pillars. Where you get this also happening even in daytime. Well, maybe early morning when the sun's going down. And basically that's just street lights going through ice crystals. Yeah, could it be something like that they saw, which looks like a Virgin Mary standing in front of them? And someone hiding in the bushes talking to him. Hi, I'm Virgin Mary. And just having a bit of a chuckle with him. And then it's sort of like the story took off from there. So that's my gut feeling. So you got Ice Pillars, Subsun. What else we got? It's amazing, but you can get from ice crystals. There's another one called Leapin. It could have been this I saw. Leapin. Is it Leapin? What's it called? Leaping light clouds. That's not what it's called though. Leaping, jumping, leaping. Where you see a spark in the clouds, because we know about electrostatic. Yeah, it's not called that. Jumping, spark in the clouds. Can't remember what the technical name of it's called. But if you get two clouds, one's more charged than the other, you can get a thing where it goes through the ice crystals, and it's a bit like watching a Tesla coil when it goes from one cloud to the other, sort of leaps across. So yeah, I can't remember what it's called, unfortunately. So what else are there? Well, there's funny lightning spikes that go upwards. So yeah, it's all sorts of natural things that can fool people, right? And this kind of looks like one of the effects that we just saw. Now, I'm not sure if that's a photograph of it, or it's been edited. So that's half the problem. I don't know what have been doctored photographs. Okay. Miracles of the Sun. Alright, here we go. So apparently, is that meant to be the UFO? Okay, it looks like it could be like a sundog or subsun or something like that, doesn't it? So let's just save that one. That's why it's in that column. That's messy. I suppose back then they had not too bad cameras, but still it's pretty crappy looking at those photographs. Fatima UFO. Because I make this chart available on our Discord group. Because it'll come in handy. And we keep adding to it, I suppose, as we get new cases coming in. Looks like it's a big picture. See the best UFO footage. You can see here where the sun is. It's got to be there, isn't it? Somewhere. It's lighting up the clouds behind. Yeah, I just don't. I think someone was probably pranking them. See, that's another thing, right? You might say someone's hoaxing something, but they may be a victim of a prank. So you got to keep that in mind too. But Billy Meyer obviously was the one that was faking it, and so was Security, faking his leaker videos. There we go. That's looking good. It's funny, he's put a new title out too. Saying he's the #1 for leaks. Yeah, we know his leaks are really him. Alright, yeah, I forgot about that. I was clicking here, waiting for the pull down. It's using a ribbon, I guess. You click on that, it changes the ribbon. So where's Pascagoula go? Many witnesses and no photos or videos, so it's got to go in this column. Pascagoula, and let's do a search. Gula. UFO incident. There we go. One of the more credible ones through a lot of secret tape recordings. What year was it? 1997, was it? 98? Can't see any dates listed. That'll be good. Image one. So image. So UAP. I'm not sure if this understands it or not, so we'll try it. I don't think it did it? Yeah, we tried it, didn't understand it. Pascagoula. What we can do is we can convert it to JPEG. Got a little add-on. You see it comes as a web picture, but you can go convert. Okay. I told it what to do. Why is that coming up all of a sudden? Okay. A little converter tool. And we should have a JPEG, which you can now drop in. Whereabouts does it go? Gotta get the right column. Was it there? Yeah, school. Better find out the year number as well. Where's my open folder gone? That's strange. Because I dragged it onto the other screen, probably. Yep. Yeah, so drag it on there. You can scale it down, obviously. Creatures with crab hands and what is it? Elephant type skin. Could they have been the early greys? Another alien race. Certainly don't look like greys though, do they? I wonder if anyone's done a chat with all the different looking aliens, because that would be quite a good one to do too. And we could probably do a comparison and have them all on the same page. This one here reminds me of those ones in the silver fire suits. Come on, you just want to believe it. Okay, that's looking good. Got it done a bit too much though. Alright, so let's save that one. Okay, what's the year number of that one? Can't be 97, can it? No. Surely not. Yeah, where's the wiki for it? That will have it straight up. $1973, that makes sense. Where am I getting 97 from? Yeah, it wasn't that recent. 1973. That was a year after we moved out to New Zealand. Okay. What was that school in the UK? In Wales. Dear. Should know. Should be on my top of head. But we can find out. How are we going for time? It'd be amazing how much time's passed. 1 hour already. So yeah, this is not going to get completed today, is it? Well, we'll do some of it and keep updating it. Hopefully I'll get Robert back on and he can start ringing them off his head, because he's a UFO historian. He knows all the dates and names. Although probably some of them I probably won't agree where they need to go in the columns. Where's the scroll thing gone? So it's screwed up here again. See, that disappeared. I just type in school. Okay. What was it called? Roswell. 3 best school ones. Errol, Bristol, Broadhaven, that's it. Yeah, Wales it was, I think. And that was in the Welsh Triangle. Broads. Yeah, you spell it. Mine's got a blank again. Broadhaven. Broadhaven. Got a strange name, isn't it, really? It's probably was a different name. What year was that one? Let's see. Welsh village, seaside resort. Yeah, I wouldn't know what it meant. Isn't it nice? Busy. Probably wouldn't be with the C-19 at the moment, would it? Neenan. It's not going to tell us the meaning or where it comes from, the name. Haver Forest Post Town. Post Town, what's that mean? That's what it was called previously, maybe? I don't know. Broadhaven Beach, dog friendly. Guide dogs are welcome, that means no. Okay, let's break it down. What's broad mean? Wide. Distance larger than usual, covering a large number and wide scope of subjects. I was hoping it's going to mention something about land, but yeah, no. Nothing about land. Haven. Sounds like something you'd call something where the pirates are hang out. You know, a haven. Place of safety, there you go. Refuge, yeah. I wonder if it's named after pirates ship landing there and bringing illegal drinks across. You know, the Welsh people wouldn't do that. Bypass the UK tax system. So, obviously a large haven, a large place of safety. I suppose when you look at the pictures of it though, it's a bit like that. It's pretty sheltered. Okay. Yeah, you got the coastline. Why is it all dim? I've got to accept. It looks a wee bit like New Zealand coastline. Well, some of it anyway. Well, there it is there anyway. So it's on the opposite side to London. And Ireland's over here. Make perfect for pirating, wouldn't it? So, and UFOs. Anyway, sidetracked the bits, images. So there's some better pictures of it. Looks like they're going to have a problem when the sea level rises there, don't they? Maybe. How high up that is that? Looks like the beach is getting up there, though. It's got a sea wall here. Kind of reminds me of that Dot Mountain Cove, right? So it looks like perfect place to have pirate in. Probably be cave system in those hills there. Look at that. Perfect for pirates. A place of haven. And look at this here. Secrets. Yeah, they're all bunch of pirates and whales, I bet. Anyway, you can see you can do a lot of fishing there. Broadhaven UFO. See what comes up. And the school kids. Here we go. What year was it? BBC. None of them put the year number in. Yeah, look at this thing. Doesn't it look like a goblin? Goblin. From, remember that one? Oh, that's one we got to add on the list. Kentucky. What was it? The Goblin from USA. Big eyes, big ears. That one doesn't seem to have big ears though. He's got big feet. That was the other image we lost as well. We'll save that one. That was the Whistle School. JPEG. More come to memory as we go through it, probably. Restore. That one. That one's pretty clean, image. So underneath, why is it so different though? They saw it like a flying saucer. This one's more like a dome. It's interesting. We'll just save that one. Broadhaven. So yeah, we have covered all these in previous streams, right? So if you haven't heard the stories about all of them, go and dig up the old streams with Robert. We've got over 100, I think. And they're long. And they haven't got chapters, but it is Haven. We were able to save that one, didn't it? So what year was it? That's what we want. Oh. "40 years, so let's go back 80s. $1780s. You can see how washed out the colours are. This is probably from one of those slides, right? Most of my photos are like that. for my family photos because they used to be printed on slides. It was a cheaper option than do it on photographs. $19.77. There you go. That'll do. 1977. Just drag the photo across. Let's get it down. Can't see the handle. Why is it? It's getting away with the other thing. Yeah, so that kind of looks like the goblin one. Well, the one above looks more like the what they call the firemen aliens. So yeah, we'll just. Why won't it go any smaller? Okay, that'll do. And save. And we do the other one up the top here. Aerial skull. No, it was Bristol. We already got Bristol, have we? What happened there? Oh, yeah, already got one for Bristol. Oh well, doesn't matter. I was thinking aerial skull was the one we wanted. Oh, we'll come back to it. So yeah, so you got that crazy looking creature, and there's only 2 pictures. And they all drew a picture at the time. But we got no close up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, is it? Should be 12 photos somewhere. I mean the photos of the pictures. So, could they all be mistaken what they saw? Kind of doubt it, really. See, that one's similar to this one. That one's similar. It's basically what they remember, you know, when they drew it after. You can see the similarities as well as missing bits. So you got the goblin. So what was that one called now? Goblin UFO. USA. Kelly Hopkinsville. How could I forget that? Yeah, the famous goblin. Haven't they got no pictures? They used to have. Maybe they got copyright put on them. Kelly Hopkinsville counter. 1965 was it? 55. Yep, it's a really old one. So that one again, no photograph, unfortunately, no video. Plenty of eyewitnesses. Amazing case, really. It had red eyes as well, didn't it? So sounds a bit like the Mothman. And I did actually do an episode where I was doing comparison. Here it is here. Looks very similar to what the school kids saw, I think. Big ears, you see. And I wonder if it's in a straight line. I'll just do a quick search on that. So we know the Wells is here. So we want to go from there to Wells. Let's see what comes up on the map. Is it in a straight line? Is it not going to draw it for us? No, diagonal. But it's in the right path. If a UFO then took off from there, what was the year difference again? 55. Many witnesses, no media. 22 years later. What's happened here? Is there a paste plane? A plane, home, paste. Formatted text, there we go. Encounter 1955. The famous Goblins. So they may have visited, and some more come along in 77 and landed at the school. Or maybe they come looking for these ones. Because this guy was shooting shotguns at them. And he said they were seeming to be bulletproof. But so where is it in this? But maybe they did cause some damage. Where is it? Why is it not added it on the map? It should highlight it. There we go. Let's done it this time. From there to there. It's not quite in a straight line, it's slightly up. So this is 27th parallel here as well, which is quite interesting. I think it was, let's see. Well, it's close to it. 37th parallel, which cuts pretty close to the same location as Skinwalker Ranch. Kentucky and West Virginia. Maybe all those key places. Why can't we get a grid up which tells us where the 37th parallel is? Oh, there's Utah. So it's going to cut right across here. I think Skinwalker Ranch was about 35 parallel, which is really close to 37. And this one's a wee bit lower. Let's just bring up Google Earth and have a quick look. And it's got more information on it. Of course, we need to go back to the impact crater stuff there too. Gradually building it up. Too much to do. Okay, here's the parallel lines. And I need to go to Skinwalker. Now, have I got Hobsonville here? Let's do a search. Here we go. This is how you do it properly. Boom. Okay, look at that. 36.52. It's almost 37. It's almost bang on 37, isn't it? Am I reading that right? There's 37 up there, look. Bang on. See, I'm not so bad at this stuff. So, can we bookmark that? And a placemark. Drag it down. Okay, and we want Skinwalker Ranch. Can we do Skinwalker Ranch on the same map? Google Earth is a wee bit different. To Skinwalker. Let's see what happens. Don't think it's going to do it. So that's pretty close to 37, and I think Skinwalker Ranch is not far off it. Down here, slightly lower. This is how we find connections. So let's jump to Skinwalker. Why can't I see it? Skinwalker, where are you? We've got so much data on here now. It's getting a bit cluttered. I might have to turn some of it off. Stations. Okay, Hopswell. Let's see, does it work with SK? SK. I. Still nothing on the list. It's got search there though. Skin. There we go. Just in the wrong place. Yeah. Okay. And oh no, it's at N40. So it's 3 degrees difference. So it's slightly above. Okay. There's 40. Okay, where's the next one? 40. Yeah, it's still 40. It's not far off though. So Hopkinsville is 3 below, wasn't it? A wee bit below, and this one's a wee bit above. So it's in the same ballpark. Can we draw a line between that? Let's see. Overview map. Scale legend. What's that give us? Too much information on the screen, probably. Tools. Ruler. So. No, it's not going to scroll at the same time. Be able to measure the distance between places. How could we join places? What's that one? Now I stuffed it. What's that? Don't know what that was. Let's see. Can we see it on the map? Monolith. Now these are impact craters, all the circle ones, and it doesn't tell you how far the debris went. So apparently Beaver Head is the one that covered quite a big chunk off the map here and spread debris down to Skinwalker Ranch. Now Hopkinsville's there. Now we've got a reference. And where was Skinwalker? Up here. Look, very close to the same location right around that belt. 2 famous cases. Hey John, how's it going? You always catch me when I'm looking at things in full screen. Gotta find me a job. What do you mean by that? My job has been chosen. Is to clean up ufology and try and bring some research back into it. So, yeah, Kelly, we need to get some pictures of that one. That'll do. Kind of looks like something that you get from another dimension, another universe, doesn't it? Hey Jasper, how's it going? Late joining the party. How far are we into this now? I've better do an audio check too. I haven't. I think it's alright, isn't it? Isn't it not? Isn't it not? Yes, that sounds alright. Okay. I just don't like that crackle. Sometimes people don't tell you it's crackling. But I think I fixed that problem. I think I haven't seen it. But I'm always too scared to say it because it always shows up after that. Kelly, here we go. It's a long process doing this stuff. But once it's done, right? And then you can move it around the chart. But once you lay it all out on a big wall poster, that would be really good. You could print out a big wall poster of all the UFO cases that are credible. Might change people's minds. There are skeptics out there. Oh crap, what's happened to it? Where'd it go to? Undo. I was trying to scale it down. Looks like we need some more rows. Is there any quick way of doing that? Probably have to hold down a key, probably. Table. Insert. Table. Insert table, no. I want to add a row. Right click. Insert cells. Insert row below. Yeah, there we go. Insert row below. Yeah, it's going to get big, isn't it? So hopefully Sunday by midnight, I think Robert said he could do a show with us. So we'll do a catch up with Robert Farmer, what he's been up to, and any other things that we may have missed. I can't seem to scale it down. Oh, that'll do. Good enough. Yep, I like that. Phoenix lights. So I should fill those ones in. File. Save. Just catch up on the side. Just that moment I had a network hookup. I'm looking the up, that looks quite like a goblin. Yep. The chosen one. Child, we have got to find you. Well, John used to be a priest, didn't you? I'm not sure if he's still there or not. John was a really hardcore UFO believer until he met me. And I think I've broken him. I've made him too skeptical, and he left. He was disappointed that all the things he thought were legit turned out to be explainable or fake, mostly because he followed security. But he did actually see the Phoenix lights, wasn't it, John, if you're still there? And he also saw some other strange stuff happen with bright lights in the sky popping in and out, which could have been like the Nimitz encounter, I guess, where they're popping in and out at hypersonic speed, right? You see them 1 minute and then they're gone. So yeah, you can go and listen to his story. Probably be really old episode now, about 125 or something. Live stream, and he tells you about his sighting. So yeah, we're going to do image for Phoenix lights here. So yeah, we got the goblin creature, and I was talking about also the fireman UFO encounters, which sounded very much similar to the Pascagoula one, if you ask me. And of course, one of these was spotted by a policeman from his police car. He saw it was chasing. I think he was chasing a UFO, was it? And it landed. And then he saw the creature in what he thought was like a fireman's suit. So that's also a story in one of the robotic cases, as well as I've done one as well. I recapped it not that long ago, really. Let's have a look. Beginning of the year, somewhere like that. I suppose that is a long time ago now. Long time. And it just keeps on going. UFO field. Whereabouts was it? I wonder. Good question. Down here somewhere it was. I wonder if I got a picture of one in a suit. Yeah, I just can't spot it straight away. There it is, this one here. Pools, UFO vs analysis and cases revisiting. So that was the so-called, and we got chapters on it. And the fire suit one. I can't remember what it was called, but that one probably should be one witness with one photograph. That one probably could be filled that column that we got missing. Look at, oh, that's spelt wrong. Look at Skinwalker Cal's story. Jeffrey Greenshaw, police cop, silver suited. There we go. That one there. What year was that? 1975. That fits all that sort of periods, remember? Seems to be coming back at regular interviews, these alien sightings. So you got 1977 for the other goblin ones in the school. What do we call this one though? Falkville, incident Falkville. So that one had a photograph from the police camera. And that one was quite a good one. UFOs with best photos. One witness. So we'll put it there. I suppose I can't spell it though. Let's see if I can memorize it. Falk Valley. Incident 1975. Cop snaps. The so-called fireman UFO alien. Fireman alien. Which sounds similar to the Pascagoula one in silver. So they said it was like a tough elephant skin, wasn't it? Grey skin, I think. But if you ever look at the picture, it looks very much like a fireman's suit. I wonder if we can put it up side by side. So if we type that in, we might better get it. I'll just try UFO. Here we go, come out straight away. So you got two pictures off. These ones have been enhanced, those ones haven't. Now that looks kind of like the Pascagoula things you look at it, because he's got gloves on, right? Kind of looks like crab claws. So if you've sort of been hypnotized, to me that looks really like the same sort of thing. And theirs was 1973, was it? And this is 1975, 2 years later. And that's another question, is that in the same area? Oh man, so many UFO cases to go over. Exciting. I need a team of people here. So you got Fork Valley, USA. Bomb. 2 Pascagoula. Let's see how it lines up. And don't tell me it's 37 parallel. It could be, you know. Not too far away, is it? Eh? See what I mean? This is where we start seeing connections. It's almost a damn straight line. Come back almost to the same place, you see. 2 years later. Damn. I'm good. Yeah, no one's even made that connection before, but look at that. And then you got there's another place in UK which needs to be on the chart too, which also was in Wales, which had the fireman suit. I think it's on the same episode. Or was it on the next one I did? Let me just skim it. Where's Robert when you need him? What's the other location? Let's plot it on the chart here. If we can get to it. I got a feeling it's on another episode, because we ran out of time here, I think. Come up to 3 hours. What's it? Did we run out of time? So was it on the next one, perhaps? No, we had Third face liar. The greys. Could be on that one. Let's have a look. Major Mantis. Terrifying worms. It's got to be more than that. What's going on here? It's got to be more chapters than that. Okay, no. Yeah, I just wanted the place name. Let's see if I can find it again. Fireman. UFO. I think it was in Wales. Again. Okay. Was it in Broadhaven again? Maybe. What's wrong? No, I don't think it's that one. Huge UFO lights explosion. Something to do with this one here, I think. I need fireman suit. Just want to see where it is on the map. No. And the Solway Man is actually debunked as well. That probably should be put under misidentified on our chart here. Under this one here. It's actually the back of the mother that was there. Solway Spaceman. Here I am getting sidetracked again. The mystery. Suppose that's the image, is it? 1964, okay. Yep, I'll just check out inside. I'm awake for another 4 to 5 hours. Could say that's my second shift. Yeah, I couldn't stop sleeping yesterday either, and now I'm wide awake, and it's only, 10 o'clock here. Normally I'd be sleeping, but it's not to stalk you. I'm usually awake around about this time. Okay. Laps and Eva 477, what's that? Oh right, gaming. I thought you were going to doing laps in the swimming pool. Yeah. Cool, that's good that you joined us, because not many people have, as you can see. According to Google, this is the best time to do a live show, when most people will show up. Okay, let's not get too sidetracked, because people know I do. So we need a picture of the Solway Man. Like I said, it's going to take a lot of This one here. And that's actually the back of the mother walking up the hill, and you just can't see her legs. And that's actually the hair, and it's been overexposed. It's that simple. Someone got hold of the negatives and rescanned it in. Doesn't look like it, I know, because of pareidolia. But if you want to go and watch my episode on it with the enhanced images, you can see it's definitely a mother. It's amazing. Blur phase on people. And there's the mother laying next to her here in the same dress, right? Same dress. You can see it's like a bluey type one. It shouldn't be white. So yeah. Just grab that one. You can see the colours are off on this one. Colours are off. So, wait. They were saying it was like a time traveller, spaceman. Good story, though. Okay, let's just drag that on, complete that one. Have I got in the right place? Yeah, I have misidentified. Yep, yeah, that's definitely the right place. Okay, can I resize it? Should be able to. It's looking good. Wherever it stays here, I don't know. This time I'll probably find that all these have been moved around and have to redo it, because we found that out last time. But this time I'll do a save as and save it in its own format, just in case. Now it's changed it. Let's just open it up. I reckon it'll be all screwed up. I'm too scared to do it because it'll be a lot of work. I have to go back and retidy it up. So how many stuffed up? All of them. See that? Probably not all of them. Is that in the right place? Yep. That one is. Goblins have disappeared. Where's the goblins? It's frustrating, isn't it? Where's the goblins disappeared to? Makes you wonder if these people actually do tests. So yeah, oh, there's the goblins way down there. There's that one I just added right down there. See what I mean? That's disappointing. So why would that be? That's a good question. It's got to be something to do with the cells, because it's overlapping here maybe. I'll probably fix it up after again. As long as the images are on the page somewhere, shouldn't be too hard to fix it. Now if we load back in their format, does it do it properly? Yep, their format works. Okay, that one's all correct, isn't it? Soulway Man, where's that one? Kokoro Lights. That's all there, is it? Yep. So it saves it in its own format, probably. They just didn't do enough testing for the rich text format. So I'll just keep it in their format then. And we'll sort out the rich text version so it can work on all computers. And re-edit. Damn you, buggy programs. Maybe there's an update to it by now too. Haven't checked. But still. Don't they test their program? How easy would it be to do something like this and save it to all different formats and then reload them and make sure they're all identical? Hours of testing maybe. Okay, what was I doing? Before I got a bit disheartened by the rich text formats being stuffed up. But we never got caught out on that again, you see. We learnt our lessons last time. Now, I forgot. Okay, we're doing that. Okay, we're looking for the other fireman one. Fireman. Okay. Not seeing anyone else. Yeah, it's not that. David Clark, is it? Dr. Clark. MOD. Fireman suit, looking through him through the window. Jenny Randalls. There we go. It's got a fireman suit there. Is that the one? Jenny Randalls. Alien contact the first 50 years. So when did it happen? Got a feeling that might be the woman, the mother. And looks like she's written a book. Yeah. Jenny Randalls. I wonder if we can search on that name. Randalls. Doesn't seem to come up with anything. Fireman suit. Should have worked. Should have that in the description. Silver suit, maybe. Ah, this one we looked at before, but I didn't see. Wells. Didn't see it listed there. So it had to be on that episode then. Alright, maybe it's back here. Because they did have 158 head of cattle disappeared, that's it. Between Broadhaven and Little Haven lies the Haven Fort Hotel. So it's in Broadhaven, okay. And then we had the Goblins show up at Broadhaven. Now we got this fireman suit. Seems to be a lot of connections. I'm seeing it anyway. The Goblins and the firemen, maybe they're in league. Okay. Did we have a picture of their one? I think it was only descriptions. What was the case known as though? The Combs, was it? Combs. Pauline and her husband. Bright red box. Here we go. Walked past 12 feet. This thing about the silver suit. Silvercraft. So it can't be related to that Randall handle then. Pauline, 1977. Oh look, there's another key number again. There it is, individual through the window. Silvercraft. 77. What's it called though? What's the name of the people? Described as man to Peter, 7 foot tall. One-piece silver aluminium looking suit, capped by a square solid looking helmet. Again, doesn't that sound like the Pascagoula thing? And that was 73. So what was it called? That location? Combs family? There we go. Ripperton Farm. Near the Atlantic coast. So we need to put that one on there really. But we got no pictures, damn it. So the cop got his. Where's the silver suit? Did we not add it on there yet? I thought I saved it. Maybe I didn't. Okay, so we've got one witness with a photograph. Many witnesses with no photograph. That's 75, Silverman, and now it's back in 77. 73. yeah, we need to put that down here then. At the bottom. Why does it keep going upwards? That's part of the same cell, is it? Okay, so Coon family incident. Didn't actually tell us. Didn't actually tell us though the location. I think it must be there somewhere in that article. 77 silver suited alien. Like fireman. Here we go for time. 2 hours already, damn. You're back. We didn't notice. Just had to clean my bong. You shouldn't be cleaning any bongs, unless you mean bog. Give up that stuff, it's no good for you. Peter, 7 foot tall. I'm trying to find the location. Cohen's family. Ripperton Farm. So I wanted to draw it on here. Silver suited man, those two locations, and UK to Wales there. And all roughly the same, give or take years, in the same period, I'd say. So yeah, it's fascinating when you start connecting the dots. But it sounds like the same thing that people are seeing in different countries. I was going to look at Ripperton and see if it comes up. That's what I forgot to do. It's going to be like those, I guess. Ripperton, is that right? Yeah, looks like a farm. And guess what? I think that's Wales, isn't it? It's right on the coast of Atlantic. Okay. And the other one went down to here. Connecting the dots. Anyway, we got sidetracked. We're looking for some images for that one, but I think there might be some drawings. Wells, Ripperton. Silver suit. I mean, what the hell? Even there. Silver suit. I mean, don't think so. Look at that crazy looking dude. Yeah. That's not going to work, is it? Riverton Farm Encounter. It hasn't come up. Okay, UFO. Nope. That's Trent. Trent again. Alright, we forgot to put this one on too. So we need to put that one on. Now, what was that one? That was the Kiwi one. That's a good image. We'll grab that too. See what happens. I get it's just so much to do, but we'll get through it eventually. Another day. Maybe I need a break from it now. 2 hours doing this, but it's coming along. It's getting there. Long as we stick to the word processing format, and then it puts it in the right place. And that was Kaikoura Lights, K Lights. And we want Redison. And that was meant to be the gates, East Gate, wasn't it? It's got to be a better image than that though. Let's see. The UFO. We'll look for it in a minute. So that one we haven't got an image for. There's quite a few up here we haven't got. No media, but we got drawings. Drawings is not as believable to skeptics out there, of course, even if it's multiple witnesses. So video, drawings, and photographs, and other radar data and all that, then it makes it a really good case, doesn't it? Jerry Light, do you think the Mars photos are real? Yep, I do. Why wouldn't I? You got to remember, a lot of the fraud channels out there just take one of the pictures. You got to remember the rover actually has stereo eyes. It actually takes 2 photographs. So the ones where they say there's a bird on it, it's normally just on one lens, which is generally a bit of muck that the world kicked up onto the screen. So it has stereo, so they can sort of drive it around with special 3D goggles, right? So it's like them actually sitting there in the rover driving it. But yeah, if you want to search on my episodes again, I should post this one here if you've not listened to it before. Anyway, I'll post that down. Silver suited aliens. But yeah, looks like time's flying on to us here, guys. And you can only do editing for 2 hours before you go crazy. Mars. I can try Mars. I have got some comedies here though. Let's see. Secure Team. What was that one? These are like little comedies I did. Types of UFO hoaxes. Gravitational lenses. Here you go. UFO film on Mars by rover. Debunked. That one there. Mars update. Not sure what that's got on it. Another little comedy I did here. Mars surface artifact. We did that one recently. There's going to be something in that one too. Mars pyramids. So yeah, just have a look at all those ones, I guess. Then you got probably you could put rover in. Search for another keyword. Rover. Or to put in the name of the curiosity was one of them. Here we go. This one here. Mission to Mars. NASA investigated. Might actually be listed in this one here. This is like a playlist I got. So go and check out that playlist maybe. They'll probably all be in under that one. There's 38 in it, so it's quite a lot in there. Yeah, so we should carry on. Thomas family sighting. Here's another one. Glass domes on Mars, on the moon, I mean, moon. There's bound to be loads of stuff here. But yeah, you just have to watch it all. That's the easiest thing to do, is just watch one after the other. So what was I looking for? I was looking for Redison Forest incident. So yeah, just trying to find click or lights. There it is. I think I have to click on the end of the sentence, hit enter, then insert the image or something to fix it with the RT. I knew there was a way to do it. Cut and paste it by doing that or something. It's quite easy to fix up, but I figured a way to fix it up on this buggy little editor. So yep, we want K lights. Where's it gone? Core lights. So that one's done. Now I'll get the Rendleston Ham. Forest. UFO. There we go. So what would be a good one for that one? Now, what do you think that case was? It's a very unusual case, really, isn't it? What would that craft be? Certainly doesn't look like it would have anyone in it, but I suppose it's possible. To me, that kind of looks like maybe an artificial intelligence craft that was sent maybe through a portal. As I was talking about multi-universes, right? You know how they sort of don't send people through first, they put through like a drone with cameras on it? Could that be like something similar? Like they managed to create a portal open in another multiverse that connected to ours, and they sent it through. Maybe it had some strange projections on it. It talked about locations on Earth. So we don't know if that was true or not. It was sent in binary through the guy's brain that he wrote it down on a pad. So I don't know if it's 100% legit or not, whether it's made up or if it's just something he's just seen and it's just like a photographic memory from something else that's been influenced since then, or what? Or has it just been faked? But yeah, what should we use? Where's the lighthouse one? I do like that stupid crappy model, really. It's pretty crappy, but if that's how big it was, kind of looks like it's some sort of thing that was sent through a portal to me. It looks better here when they got the light reflecting off it. Yeah. Trying to find a good image to use. I haven't really come across one I really like. See, that's nothing like it. That's like we have to just pick one, just go with it. Getting too fussy. Maybe the drawing that he drew is pretty good, so maybe do that. Save image. And gotta rename it. Come on, Bull. Get the right key. Riddlesham. Or Bent Waters is the other place name. What year was that again? 82, was it? No. Was it? Where's the wiki on it? Yeah, right. Crappy website doesn't give it to us. So they try to debunk that as a lighthouse. But then what did he touch? A police car is what they're saying, is it? Saying it's a hoax or prank on him? I don't think so. Are they saying the guy's a liar? I guess. Debunkers. Shame they didn't have body cam back then. What was the year number? Do you guys know? Save me looking it up. 1980 was it? No. Oh yeah, could be 1980. 82 I said, wasn't it? 1980. That sounds like correct. First UFO 1980. "40 years on." That makes it 1980. December 1980. Okay, let's just put it in. Whereabouts? Do we have a place for it? I suppose this one should come under messy, really. Comes under Roswell one, doesn't it? That's quite messy. Film one. Let's stick it there. And there was no images either. No media. Forest 1980 December incident. Oh, that'll do. Spelled it right? Yep. Jerk the image across. Might just leave it there and just have a quick look at anything that's been put up on the web. And we carry this on another day. But it's getting there. And if we do it full screen, we'll just have a look at it. Oh, I can't grab the corner. Oh, that's too small now. That'll do. So, can we go full screen on this? Save. Save as. Although we know it's gonna it's messing up all the images. Rich text. Okay. View all we want. Let's see what it looks like. I still didn't do a couple though. But I've had it. The cop fire suit one. Did I not save the image from that one? We'll come back to it. Yep, this aerial score, Phoenix light ones. I think that's the 3. but we'll come back to another day. View, and we still got more to add to it. So we got a big chart of all the best ones, heading towards all the dodgy ones and faked ones. Maybe we can print it out. View, entire ruler. What's that say there? Full page. Actual size. Zoom. Full page, is it? There we go. That's looking pretty good, isn't it? And still more to add. A lot more to add. So I'll put that up on Discord after the live stream, and we'll go from there. Next one, part 2. What was that one? Alright. So the latest claim was about the US pranking the English. But that turned out to be false. I got a live stream on it. Did it years and years ago. So you can go and look that one up as well. So yeah, let's look at some other things now and wrap up for the day. Got half an hour. So what's come out since yesterday, or since I did the last live stream? When was it? So let's just go through and have a quick look. Who we got left with us? Who have we bored? People that don't really want to know the real stuff. There used to be a video footage of what looks like an empty building on the moon walking around. Yeah, that was a hoax. Some Russian did that, I think. Yeah. CGI artist. There's a Google map with cryptoid sightings. It's called Deborah Hatswell's Cryptic Creature Map. Okay. Are you on our Discord group? Post a link to it to find it. Yeah, so let's go back to here. But we want a worldwide map of all the creatures. So you can see it's time consuming, you know. If you did all that chart for a book, right, then you can see, oh, here it is over several pages. You can see how long it takes to write a book properly and compile all the research, you know. Alright, we got the Bigfoot on here. So, third phase, I put it up. Okay, let's have a look at it then.
Expecting some crazy stuff over the past week, and we're not disappointed about what's coming thing, including a broad daylight sighting out of Brazil of what looks to be a classic flying saucer. But before we get to this, let's get to this. An orb of light within a bedroom. Watch this.
So they're a bit behind the times here. We've already debunked that a couple of weeks ago now, haven't we? CGI artist. So let's just skim on that one. Remember, I looked at it and gave my expert opinion, and then we found some information that confirmed it. I certainly did on Discord anyway. If you're on the Discord group, you can see that we put it up initially and say, have you seen this? No, but it looks a bit suspect here, 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 and here. And then eventually I'll add it to a live show. But it looks like they've got hold of the original video, maybe. Yeah. With the extra bit on the end that we didn't have originally, right? Which gives it away completely. If you cut out that end bit here with the TV, it makes it a wee bit more tricky. Then you have to really be tested out. There's the fruit going. Okay, what are we looking at here? So, haven't we seen this one before? I don't like the fact that there's a cable above where the UFO is. You could just hang a little toy UFO on a fishing line, you won't see it. That one seems to ring a bell. What did we figure it out to be though? I can't remember. Was it being filmed through a window and we thought it was a bit of mud on the window or something? It was something I ran through filters or something, wasn't it? And we noticed something. Like there was like certain lines running through. Can we see it there? See, that looks a bit strange there straight away. See how that line cuts across here, but look, the clouds change where that line is, right? That's really strange. Just by pure chance, maybe? So I'd expect some of that darkness here to go the other side as well, or some of it bleed across. It almost looks like it's been edited, right? And what is that line going across? Good question. Is it really a phone cable? Seems to go nowhere. So is that it? Yeah. So that one then could easily be a thing dangling on a wire, bit of splidge on a window. because you can see it had a bit chunk out of it. Now they're trying to compare it to this next one. It's not symmetrical. What was that one they're comparing it to? This one here. This one looks like it's a Tifa balloon to me, but I'm pretty sure I've analysed it before as well. We've got someone having a shower next door, so I'm not sure if you're hearing that in the background. So what are we looking at here? It's out of focus. Could be an advertising blimp. Could be a kite. Could be a balloon. And that's the assuming, is it? Okay. Can't remember what I figured this one out to be. Kind of looks like a fishing kite. Fishing kites like have like a what do you call it? Trapezoid, like a pushed over square with normally a helium balloon in the middle. So is it off the coast? And this could be something similar. It could be also a kite. And it's at the coast, out to sea that way. Looks too high up. And he zooms in on it and it's out of focus. No, I don't think it is the glass one. But anyway, stupid video. And they're saying this is one of them as well. Yeah, that one definitely looks like a balloon, doesn't it? Seems to have two black squares on the side. I reckon this one's an advertising balloon. Oh.
Finding scorpions in the desert at night is
surprisingly easy. Yeah, stupid music. Anyway, looks like they're just repeating things. Don't want to keep wasting their time on those. Have we done this one before? Okay, they're saying these are all similar. Also, it's just moving in the air current. None of these are doing anything amazing, right? For me, that to be a UFO, it'd have to be zooming off back and forth like that, crazy, or going straight up and disappearing. We never see how these end. Which means it could be a balloon, kite, or hoaxing, of course. And even possibly CGI. Won't be too hard to do that. Alright, finally onto the Bigfoot. So, what's your thoughts on the Bigfoot here? Interested to know if you've probably seen it already. I got the scary music. And we got no sort of reference points. It's another one of these stupid Bigfoot ones where you don't get enough footage. Normally you'd keep filming it until they disappear, wouldn't you? To me, that kind of looks like me in a suit. New NVTV. It could easily be a suit, right? Yeah, so this one here is interesting. There, it seems to have some sort of line going. Which would be where you put the headpiece on with a zipper. And looks like you got extra hair that comes down, covering the top of the head, top of the shoulders, and hiding the seams. And if normally the Bigfoot looks around, even in the Patterson footage, it looks and turns away again. Okay, so normally the hands are quite long, right, aren't they? They normally just go down to, when you're standing up, to above the knees, is it? Are the hands that long? And there's the feet. That kind of looks like a shoe to me, doesn't it? It kind of looks like a... I don't see individual toes there. Kind of looks like it's in a footwear. It turned out to be a publicity stunt, was it? Or some sort of viral ad. Well, we'll see if we're right. Eventually more information will come out. So where's the hands on it? Yeah. Not the best image. Here we go. So the hands look... I need to stand up to see where my hands go. Would you carry your hand like that? Sort of swaying in that direction. Normally you'd have it down your side, wouldn't you? And if you look at the size of the legs there, it doesn't look very big to me. The thighs look very short legs compared to the rest of the body. I don't think the hands are long enough down to other Bigfoot sighting claims, right? Here we go. So what are your thoughts on it out there? So it looks like a normal person's stride to me. I'd expect the hands to be down further. And that's all we got, is it? You know, stupid really. Would you whistle out to it? Eee! And it'll turn around and look at the camera. And then you run away before you get killed and your camera gets discovered years later. I don't know. It's got too many red flags for my liking. Shame we can't see the face. I suppose we could listen to the boys. They're funny.
A trailer for it here very soon in regards to the sequel, to Countdown to Disclosure. But while we're on the road as well, we got to meet up with some of our panel members, and we wanted to...
Oh, they're not talking about it. Yeah, we must have gone past it. They're doing some self-promotions there. Anyway, so that's all we got today, is it? Not much. Repeating same old UFOs, which could be anything in the sky. We don't see the UFOs come, we don't see the UFOs go. There's a lot of red flags and all that nonsense. Yeah, so Bigfoot. A person in a suit is what I'm opting for on that one. I think Expedition Bigfoot had more credible footage of footprints and sounds and hair samples or DNA. So who else put out stuff that we need to look at? UFO interest. Anything? Quickly look on his. My arm's going to sleep here because I need to move again. Okay, what have we got? A rare natural light show flashed across the sky during a powerful earthquake that shocked Mexico City. An epic fell. Rare lightning adds a quake. Or in Mexico, a rare natural light show flashed across. Okay. Mistake by Italian Online. Those blue flashing lights have nothing to do with the earthquake. So he keeps posting everywhere, people are promoting it. Probably the same mistake caused by transformer explosion. Okay, yeah, I remember that one. So not rare ball lightning or flashing lightning, it's transformers exploding, shaking around, and the cables get shorted, and they got hot oil in them that catches fire, and this line spark, of course. Several confirmations that caused those blue flashing lights. Already exposed transformer. Okay, so what else have we got? Scott. Blue lights. Transformer again. Goes on a bit. Transformer again. What's that one? Transformer, yeah. Transformer. Transformer. Blast from the past. Alright, that was security. Is he putting that one up again? Is he? Hey guys, the latest alleged UFO from Hastings, Victoria. Reshared by many hoax channels, promoters like Security 10. Could this be a small craft flying during the air show? And it was. You can see the propeller at the front here. There's a guy that's built this plane in the shape of a UFO and flies it around Australia, catching out people. And there's another one of it, is it?
Ape your home and car insurance before July 6. You'll get a bonus 20% off your home insurance. Stop paying too much. Call Apia on 1350.
Now she's in the car with the radio going, doesn't hear the propeller noise. Okay. I'm not sure. Blast from the past. Fake banner promoting the name. Oh yes, that's obviously CGI. A bug. Okay, let's have a look. Door camera. Bit hard to tell what it was, but a lot of them are bugs close to the camera, little small bugs, you know. Yeah, it's a bit hard to tell though. Just boring. Okay, what else we got? Lens reflection, is it? What are we talking about? Reflections of light. Yep. Okay. Boring. Birds. Seagull mistaken for UFO. That's not a seagull though, is it? Is it? Oh, yes it is. Yeah, and that's its wing going that way. And it's just out of focus, blurfo. Seagull mistaken by UFO. Here's the video.
Are those things?
Okay. Just clickbaiting. Yep. Octopus kites. There you go. Didn't see much of a clip of it. Okay. Parachute flares. Another short clip, few seconds of the final part of episode 3. I immediately recognised 2 cases are exposed.
Well, illness behaves is not the way fantasy behaves. Well, illness behaves is not the way fantasy behaves. Well, illness behaves.
Yeah, so he's going over all the videos that were put in that what was that, Showtime 4-part UFO, it's called UFO series. Despite that, they did debunk a few things in there. It had some balance in it. Sure enough, they put up all these UFO videos, but they didn't claim them to be UFOs. And they put up people talking about debunking various things. But yeah, not much on Scott's page there. And Nocturnal news, let's have a quick look. What's he put out? Anything new? Looks like he has. So we looked at that one yesterday. Nothing to see here, just more space junk. Okay, let's have a look. He said it.
Nocturnal news. So look, today I just want to give you guys kind of a brief intro to the video. I think what we're about to see is microbial life, you know, mixed with AI, you know, some type of technology, okay? Another NASA video. You'll see this craft come in right to left, okay? And again, keep in mind, I don't think it's a gas cloud. I don't think it's a star. I don't think it's anything like that. I think what we're looking at is biological life. Okay, transfused technology, biological.
Let's talk about the.
Yeah, let's mute that. So this is his UFO, and he's saying it's biological life. Is that the one? Okay, you got to remember the International Space Station is always looking down on Earth. And what do we see? We often see city lights and fishing boat lights. And to me, that looks like city lights as it's passing by. Okay, nothing to do with biological UFOs at all. And that's just misleading information again. You can see that's on the edge of a coastline there. See, what's missing with these ones is the International Space Station map. Normally it has a map of whereabouts they are over the globe, and that might be like Brazil coming down here. And of course you don't see the rest of the lights because there's a big cloud cover. So yeah, and they can fraud channels do this quite often. And I suppose you got a few likes on that one. 74. Garbage, mate. Garbage. You can do better than that. All the good stuff out there, all the good cases that we're talking about today. And this is the garbage that these people put up. So that's it. Google. Okay. So that was a nothing burger. Who else we got? Anyone else brave enough to put some garbage up? Because you know that Out There Channel's going to look at it and tell everyone what it really is. The secure team put out some garbage since yesterday, was it? Looks like he might have. See, recycled that stupid one again. Let's have a look. Scott's already debunked it. Recycling old crap again. Yep.
Thousands of years, and there is literature and evidence out there on the internet that way.
Okay. What are we looking at?
One of the shuttle missions, some very infamous images came night back of it back, but that is the tail of the Black Knight satellite. And then later on, during one of the shuttle missions, some very infamous.
Oh yeah, so we've been through all the Black Knight stuff before. That it's a collection of stories that's all unrelated, and someone's just put it all together, and it's sort of stuck because these people keep repeating it. And we know it's a space blanket. We know what mission it was filmed on, STS-88. And a year later, apparently it burnt up in the atmosphere, so it's not up there anymore. And it's not the only space blanket they've sort of lost. That other squiggly pattern, I'm not too sure on where he's got it from. But it looks like long exposure or something. Someone moving the camera.
Back of it back, but that is.
So that's garbage. Black Knight. So he's talking about Black Knight, is he?
47365 taking video and imagery of our sun, and he has captured not only a UFO, but this appears to be a black triangular shaped UFO. A TR-3B, if you will, which just happens to be the subject of.
Here we got Rob H. How's it going? Where are you from? The bottom of the world, New Zealand. Okay, is this just like an artifact on the camera? You got to remember, they do list the problems with the technology that films the sun, and there is a bit bits of lint that get in the way of the sensor and end up with these little black things or curved hairs and stuff like that. So this one here, I'm not too sure on, but that could be a piece of space dust that's stuck on the lens even. They have little wipers that clean it, I think, every so often. But you get micrometeorites. That could be it. It could be a bit of debris inside the camera itself. So yeah, he's saying it's a TR3B, is he?
Working on with Darcy Weir, which I also speak about in the previous video. And so you're seeing the first image here, taken from the official NASA website. And Scott Waring said when he posted this, quote, "I first reported this black triangle UFO."
Yeah, so Scott C. Warren is a famous hoaxer of fake videos like this or photographs. He plays around with them and tries to amp them up to look more like UFOs as well. But most of them are camera artifacts or a bit of debris. It could even be like a piece of radiation. It sort of changes the image. It's not moving though, is it?
So about 2 years ago. It's still there today, but moves from one place to another. Its location about 5 years ago was in the upper left corner of the sun. Then suddenly it disappeared and reappeared in the lower right.
And that sounds like a bit of lint floating around inside the camera lens, doesn't it? I don't know if we can actually find that one quickly or not, so we can do a quick search. Lint Soho. So it comes up. Probably have to call it something else. Nessa. Now, despite how clean they are and they wear the white suits and stuff, it just takes a wee bit of cotton to drop off the suit into the workings, and it goes into space and it starts floating around in front of the sensor. I know they've got a page, I've covered it so many times, with the lint. So yeah, that's not giving us anything useful. Lint sun image. No. What do we call it? Earth scale. They call it stereo something rather, don't they? Stereo. Alright, does this actually talk about it? Okay. Coral hole. Active regions. So, could the black things be coral holes even? It's possible. What else we got? So that's stereo, is it? Yep. Corona larger than expected. So they got a circle in the middle here to block out most of the sunlight, and we're seeing the corona of the sun, and you can see all the noise from radiation, how it affects electronics on the camera and sensor. Causes it to charge the sensor and makes a white blob. But yeah, we're after lint, I know, but yeah, sometimes we just don't find what we're after straight away. But you can bet there's lint floating around. Okay, so what else are you saying?
Right corner about 2 years ago, and since then I've been watching it and seeing it in various places, popping up and then vanishing. And so you're taking a little bit of a closer look here at this thing, and it becomes more and more clear, and this can be seen at the HelioViewer website. And just to give you an idea of how massive this object is, you can see this little square up here to the left. That's what Earth looks like compared to the sun. That's Earth to scale. And so as you're looking at this object, it looks to be about a quarter of the size of our own planet, which is massive. And it indeed is a black triangle. Here's some even closer up shots, once again next to the Earth scale image, and finally the closest shot here of something. I don't know, but I'm about to show you some more images snapped by NASA.
A blob is made up of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 pixels of information. That's stupid, really, isn't it? Hey, so we know missing square blocks. We knew they were faking it. Because they found the original image, and was that one of them? Where they actually cut out the square block to make it into a story. One of Tyler's famous photoshops.
A big black square.
So you can find that on Scott Brando's Twitter page probably, but square sun images. I think maybe some of them were missing data though, but I'm not too sure now. Square sun images faked. Let's see what comes up. Sun images not good enough. Security was behind it. Hey look, a thumbnail of mine. The truth about security. Yeah, more images of mine. Maybe Google was watching my show yesterday and decided to untick that thing. Yeah, I think we can find information on Scott's page if Twitter allows us to search it. Sun screen. Probably it's not going to come up for me, is it? UFO of interest. But I will be wrapping up in a minute anyway. Yeah. Sun. Let's try security. I think that I archived it then, have they? UFO of interest, is that the correct thing? Let's just make sure it's working. No, it's doing something there. Right. Those videos are still online despite they are fake. Many of his followers don't know that Tyler or security team started with his YouTube channel fabricating fake UFOs like this using copyright images taken by Javia. Okay, so he added Photoshops in, right? And that was from 2012. Before I started my channel. So Scott was debunking him before I come along. Flock of birds, reflections, is it? I was looking for the sun one. Moon images, yeah, his famous, was it, forget the name, Bo Bubba spaceship from Star Wars. And of course all his fabrications, CGI photoshops. That was his shoe that he edited, hanging on a power line. And yet he still makes more money in 1 month than Scott does in a whole year probably. So yeah, well, that's the power of being stupid. Gullible people gotta be fooled all the time. Okay, so Soho maybe. Let's have a look. Now here we go. Another way to expose the hoax black cube promoted by Scott C. Warren. Bingo. That's what Tyler's using. Is to compare the Soho blah 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 with the artifacts. And in those images there's a difference of 6 minutes that I think is irrelevant. Okay. Also, other images from Soho with several digital artifacts caused by missing data. So some of them were missing data. I know some of them were faked as well. Okay, so the common thing. Okay, so he's showing that cube's not there on the other sensor. You got to remember they got several cameras looking at the sun at the same time, and they got different filters on. Some look at the infrared, some look at radiation and all that sort of stuff. Let us keep looking. Where's the fake one? Don't know the list of known artifacts that Soho sun cameras get from. Yep, they don't know. Yeah, so obviously I've talked about it. Quite a lot. And here's some other ones. CCD horizontal smearing. And that's actually a planet reflecting a lot of the sunlight back at the camera. Here's another square one. So yeah, if you bother want to do background checks and research on these guys, you can normally find out the answer. But there was one where they did edit it because they found the original image they modified. Okay, but I can't seem to find it. But we ain't going to waste too much time on it. But yeah, the square blocks missing data. So when it takes an image into the computer memory on the satellite, it's got a certain amount of time that it needs to transmit it to make the memory empty again so it can take the next image. That's why it's always time lapsed. When you see it on their videos, it's not continuously spinning. It's got some sort of lag in between each image, and when they make it back into a movie. But anyway, I'm sure Scott will bring this one up again.
because NASA placed the square over top of whatever this is. Now, some people have said that these are actually giant square UFOs, but I've seen enough in my past 10 years of doing this on YouTube.
And it even went up automatically. Good one. Yeah, but remember, does help all donations, but we want to get that ongoing membership one going if you can. So I can release that $100 that's accumulated, 110 at the moment. I talked about it last live show, I think it was. And I put up some images. I'm not sure if you were here, but so you probably missed out on it. But it doesn't matter. You're about the only one that's donating at the moment, and I think someone else was going to help. Where was it? Yeah, it was my rant. I think it was on my rant here. I think I say in the beginning here on the chapters. Rant about Google. So yeah, I haven't got the images handy, but I don't think you were around when I did this one. Whereabouts did I talk about it though? I was talking about how Tyler. So I put that link up in the pinned comments. It goes to my webpage, and under that, what else? Brand New Tube is another one that's sort of grown pretty. Under that is Subscribe Star. Where's the images though? I was trying to explain what the problem was. How these people have like certain limits before they pay it out to your bank or PayPal. Here was it. They don't do anything. They don't make your life easier. So this is my Subscribe Star. It's a bit like Patreon, and you got different levels. And Men in Black is the first one, was it? Down here. Yeah, anyway, I'm going to talk about it here. Probably best to go and watch it properly. So Subscribe Star. Where's my images for it? Must be in between frames here. So yeah, membership. Well, flight rate. Oh, right, here we go. Although it's not in high res. 360p. Why would I want 360p for that? Still not very good, but yeah, I got 110 there at the moment. You can see the problem is I got no subscribers, and the payout limit is 150. So if I can get some membership there, it starts at $2, $5, 15, 30, and so on, depending how much you want to pay each month. So yeah, if I had a couple of people paying 15, and that would get paid out within a couple of months' time, which would be before Christmas. Now that would be good. Which I don't use anymore because I can't afford it. The memberships, but $2, as you can see, to get to 150 would take me like 18 months, is it? It was 20 months to get there. There was another screen. Anyway, you can go and watch yesterday's one if you haven't already. So yeah, I really want to get that money released there, if you can. But yeah, any donation is great. But that's what we want to get sorted. Google doesn't pay out either until it reaches 100 US, so they're the same. So it could take pretty much all year to get that first payout. And you know how bad advertising money is. So yeah, what else they got here? Just the same crap.
YouTube to know that pretty much that is right in the middle of the satellite, and it covers up the sun.
Okay, see that there? That's lint. It's a piece of hair that gets in the way of the sensor.
So inside of that white circle, that's where the sun is, and then you can see its rays shining out. And then if you look just down to the left, with the sunlight reflecting off of it perfectly from the direction of where the sun is coming from, we have this very, very strange and long sort of, sci-fi movie type ship that looks to be just sort of...
which is a piece of white fabric that comes on one of those suits, right? And it's a bit twisted there. See, it's twisted around, so it looks like a circle. But yeah, it's just a piece of white lint. Could even be someone's hair, even, I suppose, but I think it might be off the suits. You know, the white suits when they're making these things up. White suits, NASA, warehouse, I don't know. No matter how perfect they are, they still get hairs and lint and dust into things. Alright. This goes to show, and even, it makes you wonder about C19. You know, if lint can still get inside some sort of camera system, I'm pretty sure C19's probably up there as well in space. Mutating, ready to come down on Earth and give us C20 instead. Oh no, they'll probably give a new name for it. Space virus. But you can see this guy's just so misleading, and if they're putting a movie out with him and Darcy on this sort of stuff, then it's just a damn shame. And here it's just a coronal ejection. And they do form these little holes.
Where if you just go to YouTube and...
It's not actually a mothership camera artifact. And some more of a lint. It could be that piece of lint again.
Let's go ahead and move forward.
Kind of looks like it. Actually.
This is a very interesting one where we have...
that one, I didn't know what it was. I think it was some gamma burst or something. But don't take my word for it.
Streaking down from the sky, or that's just what it looks like, or the way it was built.
I think it was a combination of objects. Was it Mars and a gamma streak from on the sensor? Same again.
Away from the sun. It's a laser beam of some sort being shot down to.
And again, radiation. Laser beam, my foot. And again, probably radiation. So yeah, totally disinformation there. And I'm pretty sure.
Check out our.
I'm pretty sure the government will Google run government just loves this to draw attention away from the real stuff that's going on. But anyway, disappointed yet again from security. And it would have been good if he did change, but when he's got this up here, alien related leaks, when he actually fabricates them, is just disgusting. They're not actually leakers like Corbell has. I mean, his ones are pretty shocking, but at least they're legit but mistaken, which is different. His is fabricated. I suppose I better leave it there. Up to 3.5 hours already, aren't we? We've done quite a lot today, this morning, and I'm getting a bit hungry. It's coming up to lunchtime. Not had anything to eat yet. It's good to have hunger back after all the sickness I had. Anyone else we need to add to the list here? Probably not. We'll leave it there. We did enough. No one will watch it anyway, will they? You know, unless you're really dedicated. But anyway, it's up to you. And thanks for your donation again, Jasper. No matter how big it is, gets us closer to the target. And yeah, we're still yet to get some Substar. Just realised I was back some minutes in the stream. Did I get this right? Do you prefer Subscribestar over Google membership? Yep. Yeah, have a listen to my half an hour rant on yesterday's show if you missed it. Anyway, you'll enjoy it, especially if you hate the fakes out there. So yeah, say good night and take care on the roads, and I'll see you again. Was it Thursday today? Maybe the next one might even be with Robert. See how I feel in the weekend. That's if he does show up. I'm not sure what hours he's sleeping, but you'd expect him to be up his lunchtime to be able to do a show with us, which will be my midnight. So yeah, maybe a lot of you guys won't be around, but you can always watch it offline. I mean, off air. So yeah, good night and peace. Also, remember the Substar one doesn't update on the list here. I have to add it on manually because of OBS being hostile to them for some reason. So I haven't checked to see if there's any donations or new stuff been made there since this morning, but I will check it out and update it for the next show. But yeah, we got to make that 150 there, which is should be easy if you've got enough people behind you. And of course the C-19 changed everything. Everybody had less money. They had plenty of time sit around at home, but that wasn't making money unless the government gave them handouts. Anyway, that's what I live on. I'm on sickness benefit myself. Yeah, you too. Have a good night, and we'll see you again in the future, because New Zealand's always in the future.